Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Let Me Shout Out Tarot. How bees, yeah? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing swell, excellent. I ain't even gonna front with y'all. I ain't probably doing jack nothing. Okay? I really just been sitting here and like the last couple of days all I've been able to do is write. If I'm up, it's if I'm awake, I'm either dancing or I'm writing. I have to do something creative, some sort of creative expression. I don't know if that's if that's what people are in right now. If that's the mood, is that the vibe? I don't know, but that's literally what it's been. So it's and I don't. It's weird because I don't have anything to show for that because usually I post what I'm doing with my life, but there's those particular things I'm not totally comfortable with showing. Oh, okay. So this is gonna be for the twin flames. This is my weekly twin flame reading. So if you identify with being in a twin flame connection, this might be for you. Take it how it resonates. Now I do want to leave the disclaimer: I am not personally in one. Excuse me, I know there's lots of people who are in one. I'm not personally in one. I just have done research on the connection for, several years. And so I want to help those people who are going through that at this time. We have the Princess of Wands, 8 of Wands, 4 of Wands, 10 of Cups, the Hierophant, and the 5 of Pentacles. So, with this Hierophant and this eye, oh, I love the eye. The all-seeing eye, okay? I feel like you guys, there's an emotional happiness that I feel like you guys are, I feel like it's you're committed to the emotional happiness, but there's this 5 of Pentacles which tells me that the stability seems to be off. With this 4 of Wands, 8 of Wands, and Princess of Wands, it's someone needs to tell, there's something about travel or distance or, here. Someone needs to be told, someone needs to be brought to the light. Especially with this Princess of Wands. Because if, I know you guys don't really see the cards like this, but if you look at how they are, I went to art school for, I think 2 years. So, don't judge me for this, y'all. Because I'm telling you, this is how I see things. And my view of the world may not be your view of the world. So you see how this is a blue hue, right? And as it's slowly going, it goes into indigo, purple, more reddish, and now it's red and pink over here. And it's like something is getting revealed or coming out of the darkness. It's like something is shining upon it right here, right? This could have to do with travel. This could definitely, with both these cards, can be communication cards, okay? The Page of Swords, excuse me, not the Page of Swords. Oh, this could be someone's watching, trying to find out some information on how to communicate with this. But with the Page of Wands and the 8 of Wands, this is definitely something that needs to be talked about or, yeah. Now, 4 of Wands is a twin flame card, so maybe you guys need to finally have a discussion about the connection or about what it is you feel in the connection as well. You may not have had that in-depth discussion about it yet. It's hard to describe when you are talking to someone at that level. Yeah, 6 of Pentacles on the 3D. So it's you may need to have a discussion about the connection, what it is that you're feeling, all the things, right? With this 10 of Cups, all the things that you're feeling, both emotionally and spiritually. So, for instance, with twin flames, there's a telepathy that is involved, or you feel each other, right? You may not discuss that in depth, so it's one of those things where it's time to actually have that conversation about what you feel, or so you guys are more out in the open. Because I feel like it's you guys both maybe feel strange things around each other, and then you don't discuss it with each other. So then it's like it's instead of like discussing it and talking about it, you may just want to run away from it, and that could be causing unnecessary separations here. We got temperance, yeah, balancing it out. Okay, so this is about talking about it. Now this could be you weren't talking about it before for an ego reason, or like not necessarily like, oh, I'm too proud to talk about this, but more like, maybe you just didn't want to feel like you were crazy or something because you were, feeling all these different things for this person, especially if it happened very, very quickly. But it's always good to vocalize those things. It doesn't hurt anything to vocalize those things. If anything, it heals you to vocalize it, to get it out, and to say whatever is like on your mind. Knight of Pentacles. Clarify this Knight of Pentacles, because I have an idea, but I want to be sure before I say something. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so you've been waiting for something for a very long time. This could be money here. This money could be an issue with you guys. But again, I'm really getting for like a form of stability with this Five of Pentacles and this Hierophant. It's like emotionally emotionally you may be there, connected, everything like, it's like the emotions are there, but on the 3D, the stability isn't there. Like, it's like feelings only go so far, I guess, is the thing I'm trying to say. Yeah, we got Five of Cups here. So someone could be in regret about that, not taking an opportunity here. With this Knight of Pentacles, this could be earth sign energy. This could also be someone who has been waiting for an opportunity for a long time and sitting in regret as they were like waiting for something. With this Ace of Pentacles in reverse, take it how it resonates, but like you could be waiting for, let's say like you're that person who's like waiting for a stimulus check or for unemployment or whatever, and you're like, can I get this unemployment? And I'm just going to go talk to this person, and we're going to have all this, this is that, or whatever, it's going to be great. And it's like, you should probably just talk to it. Like, it's like that type of thing. Like maybe someone's waiting for something and they're in regret because they missed out on something here with this Ace of Pentacles. Oh, yeah, we got the Page of Cups, Princess of Cups. This person, let's see here. There we go, that was quick. Ace of Cups, wow, yeah. So, someone here is afraid of speaking their mind. And I'm not necessarily getting that it's that they think that the other person thinks they're crazy. It's more like they're just not used to like sharing emotions with people. Yeah, we got the Empress at the bottom of the deck. Just not used to like speaking to people about certain things, or speaking to people about love, or maybe even afraid to fall in love, or like to like deepen the love. It's gonna be a thing where sometimes people are afraid to like start over with somebody. That's definitely a thing, especially, we're talking about an Empress here. This is a mature person. This is a person who's... I feel like so many times people think about these relationships, and it's like, oh, they're so romantic, blah, 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 but it's actually really not, because most times when these relationships happen, we're not, people are not, kids, right? They've been through some things, even if they are, or younger or whatever, they still have been through some things, just childhood stuff as well. And I just feel like there's an energy here where you may not want to, you may not feel comfortable with talking to people. Like, it's like, if I talk to this person, they're going to leave. Again, with that Five of Pentacles, that lack, like, the Death card and the Six of Swords. Yeah. Communication about transformation. And I'm getting this is about transformation, transforming the entire relationship. Putting an end to the old version of whatever this, like whatever you all had going on. It's like you want to put an end to the old. You want to have a deep conversation, a deep one. I heard deep, a deep conversation about it. Because I'm feeling here like the other person doesn't feel heard. It's not that they don't even feel heard, but they feel ignored. We got to start here. So, this is divine purpose. This is divine, it's kind of divine intervention as well. But this is also the detachment, right? It's like, I mean, there's a conversation, like, between this death and the star and the Six of Swords, there's a conversation that needs to be had that's basically saying that, look, in order for me to shine like the star that I am, we have to put, like, some sort of an end to how this has been going. This can't continue the same way it's been going. Yeah, King of Wands. So, that could definitely be, your divine masculine, fire sign, yeah. So this is like the main issue that you guys are kind of having, it seems, is that you're in this Empress energy, and your divine masculine could be in this King of Wands energy, right? So it's not quite at Emperor energy, but it is like the next step to getting there. But it feels like you want to have that conversation, but like, okay, you got to get there so that we can, you know, whatever. Not necessarily like you're trying to rush it, but like in order to move forward together, we would have to be on a similar level or like have a mutual understanding. It's more like that type of thing. It's like okay, we need to have a mutual understanding of what we're going to do, what we're going to be, like of our divine purpose together, if we're going to have one together. And I'm getting here, you also may be wanting to have a discussion about your divine purpose just in general. Now, for the people who are looking at that, and it's so funny because now these, the Knight of Pentacles and the King of Wands are both looking in the same direction. If I can pick it up. Because I was going to lay them on top and they're both looking away like over there. So that was kind of cute. That could be a thing for you. Where someone is like, may not look at you directly, because these two cards are not looking at each other, right? So you guys maybe feel like you don't see each other, or don't, not even maybe like don't see each other, but like maybe you don't see eye to eye, or don't like, I don't even want to say it's communication issues, but definitely it's like, it's something here where you guys are both not seeing each other, or maybe not seeing each other's side of the story here. Oh my gosh, okay. Ten of Wands. Yeah, so there's a burden. That could be the big burden about all this, is that you guys are not seeing each other, or not seeing it from each other's side of the story. It's like, or it's one of those things too where, and forgive me when I say this because I may be kind of rude, but it's that thing where instead of talking to the person that like you're upset about, you talk to everybody else but that one person. And yeah, it's like that's where I feel like that's kind of where a burden is. It's like you talk to everybody else but the person about the person, and it's like, so everybody else knows that you, it's like, Two of Wands. I was just gonna, that looks like, okay, so I have to say it. We got this Two of Wands here. I was gonna say, it's like, say someone wants to throw you a birthday party or something, right? And you don't, let's say you're the person who does not like, I don't know, like you don't eat pork. Let's just go there. Because I feel like a lot of people don't eat pork, or a lot of people, whatever. So, like, people don't eat, like, you don't eat pork, and someone plans you a whole, like, surprise birthday, blah, 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 and you've told everybody else but this one person that you don't eat pork. And this is the person that you're trying to be with, obviously, in this particular type of connection, whatever. Like, you, like, withholding that information back for whatever reason. It may not even be anything that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, not eating pork is not something that, like, oh, but some people do kind of like do those things like, I don't know if I should tell you this because then you may not want me if you know I don't like pork or something like that. And it's like, who cares? But you tell everybody but that person, so that person's trying to surprise you with a party or something, right? And they plan it at a barbecue place. So you're going, so you go, you know, whatever, blah, 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 like, what are we doing here? This is that, like, it's your birthday. Blah, blah, blah. It's like a big thing, and you're like, oh, great, but I can't eat anything here because I don't eat pork. It's like that type of thing. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but it's like the burden here is that you haven't, so like all these other people know, and they may have, like, you know, especially if they're really, really nice, they may have brought you something to, you know, to actually eat, you know, but it's like that, and it's like this, it's like that type of thing, where the person feels like, I feel like Divine Masculine, King of Wands here, feels like they keep messing up a bit because they don't really know what it is that you want, and I feel like you haven't been as clear about saying what it is that you want out of this person specifically. Like, we have this Two of Wands here. So it's like they're looking for the future. They're looking forward towards really trying to make something work here, but they don't really know how. I'm going to get a couple more cards here for that. Also, I do want to put out the PSA here too. If you guys don't already follow the channel, subscribe to the channel. For fun here. So if you're also feeling like, I don't know, like, don't get stuck in the tarot trap where you're watching reading after reading after reading after reading after reading, right? Because at a certain point, then your mind gets so consumed of like watching this, like you're giving your energy away to, I'm not necessarily like the reader, but like just to this thing that's apparently not working, right? Like get your message and go. That's why I only do one of these a week, because it's like get your message and go for what you need to work on, right? Oh, yeah, we got Page of Pentacles, so we got 3 pages out so far, and the Devil in reverse. Yeah, so somebody here is definitely afraid of commitment with this Page of Pentacles. Yeah. You see the staircase? And even over here, this little ebbs here, okay? It's like, if this person were to offer a commitment, or this person is trying to be committed, it could be on both sides as well. It's like you guys both think that that's like scary, but you're trying to get over it. This Devil did pop out in the reverse, but for the sake of you, we'll see what I'm talking about here. It's like you're walking with this, like, this offer, right? And it feels like you're walking up into, like, the Devil's head. Like, you feel like you're walking into, like, the worst thing ever, because it's like, how can I be committed to this and this and this? And it's not necessarily a, how am I going to be committed to that? Is how do you have a, it's more like, it's kind of how do you love when you've been hurt? We got 9 of Wands. And the 4 of Cups in reverse. So, someone really wants to make sure that this works out, but I'm getting that they're not really sure how. Someone may feel boxed in, like, and this is why I say something about, this is why I said something about the Empress having pain before, because she could have expressed that. And okay, here's what I'm getting. Okay, the Empress expressed pain before, previous pain from previous people before, right? Not necessarily saying that this person is going to provide that pain or be that pain, but like, don't do these particular things because these particular things trigger me. And, you know, if you want to have a relationship, I can't be with someone who triggers me every 2 seconds. Like, that's just like a thing. Like, you can't be happy with somebody if you're constantly, like, you know, afraid they're going to do something or hurt you or leave you or, you know, do something like that. And I'm getting this person's like wants to prove that, but they don't. They won't do that, but they don't know how. And in essence, it's kind of like by saying, "Oh, I'm going to prove to you, I'm going to be that person," but not doing. I don't know. It's like, okay, Empress, you may need to like put out like a not like a guidebook, but like just straight up tell them what it is that you want from them. It's like that type of thing, right? What do you want from this person specifically? Spell it out, plain English. Okay, you may need to write it down, and put like a sticky note up on your fridge or whatever, like what you want out of a person, not necessarily this particular person, but just out of a person in general. And tell us, if this person is serious about you, which it seems like they very much are, okay, tell them what, like, that is like a step-by-step guide, right? Not necessarily in a bad way, but like sometimes you have to teach people how to love you. You can't like, people don't inherently know. Like, I feel like that's like the toxic thing about this, right? As people think, especially like twin flames, people think that, oh, this person's going to just walk into my life and they're going to be my twin flame and they're going to know every single thing about me and they're going to do no, people only can meet you as deeply as you met yourself. So if you don't know everything about yourself, this person's not going to know everything about you. That's just there's no way. They're going to know more about you than you do. But also, if you're not clear with them about what it is that you want from them, they also have a really hard time trying to give that to you. So this could be something that was on the divine feminine side. Could have previously been married or in some sort of spiritual union with someone who's a cheater, who may have had a family with somebody else, or there could be kids involved here. That could definitely be a thing for you to take it out. It resonates. But I'm getting this is divine feminine side. Then we got 3 cards here for divine masculine side. We have girlfriend, Scorpio, one night stand. So they could have had a one night stand with somebody. Could have been a Scorpio. They could be a Scorpio. Okay. They could have a girlfriend. This person could, this person could have been their girlfriend at that time, or they were looking for a girlfriend at this point, or they could have been cheated, or they could have also been cheated on by a Scorpio girlfriend who had a one night stand. So it's like you both are having like fear of commitment for cheating issues. It's like you both may be afraid of the other is going to cheat on the other. There's love here. It's so much fear, you can't even see the love almost. It's kind of like, I don't even want to say that either, but it's like, laziness here. That could be something as well. Emotional. Could definitely be too emotional. Maybe not, like, maybe with the laziness and the emotional together, it's like you don't feel like you should have to express yourself, but you do. Or it's like, he should already know, or she should already know this and this and this and this and this. But maybe they don't. Maybe they don't. Maybe they don't. Like, for real, I'm being honest. And just being honest with people. Like, maybe they don't. Like, you really can't expect them to know. They may not really know. Yeah, water. So you may need to flow like water. Go with the flow, okay? Maybe this person really doesn't know how you feel. Maybe just, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially for this connection, people are waking up. People are not necessarily as in tune with their abilities or with their emotional reads as they want to be. And with this divine masculine, especially, coming from Knight of Pentacles, King of Wands, they've been on this journey shorter, but it's more intense because they have more things to do. So they may not be 100% like the best energy reader or the best like mind reader out there, or the best, most intuitive person out there yet. They may not know all these different things, And it's not necessarily like trying to like I'm not getting that you're like, I'm not getting anybody's trying to punish somebody for that, but it's also a need for understanding. What they're telling me, understanding. Okay, we got great fortune. Ooh, I like that card keeps coming back up. And we got mature woman. So mature woman, great fortune. There we go. So Empress, great fortune. If you're worried about the money, or if you're having money questions, issues, whatever, 266. Okay, 266. There's something else there for you. Anything else? Unexpected income. So again, double confirmation about the money. You know you got to get the confirmation about the money. Hey, look, y'all. We're still living on this earth, sadly, apparently. Well, sadly for me, I don't want to be on this earth no more. I'm tired. I'm ready to go. Give me another planet with a beach, a seafood buffet on this side, and a mini bar on this side, and I'll be cool. I'm for real, because Earth ain't nothing right now. Ooh, failure. I understand the mistake is only an opportunity to learn. So there could have been a mistake being made here, or there could have been a feeling of failure. Like you guys may feel like you're failing at this relationship, but it's not really a failure. It's more that instead of talking to each other about what's really going on deeply, you may want to it's like you may want to try and stick to the shallow stuff and wonder why the connection's not deepening. And it's like because you're trying to stick to something very, very shallow, or you're trying to stick to very shallow topics or things like that, and not necessarily going in deeper. Freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. So maybe it's like, don't get codependent on thinking that this person's going to provide you with happiness, right? You have to provide yourself with happiness on both sides, and then the other person is supposed to add to that. You know, we talked about this divine purpose. I'm going to pull some more cards for the divine purpose here, because I do want to put that out there. Now, it's not necessarily for everybody. Just, use discernment here. Your divine purpose is going to be your divine purpose, but I'm going to pull some for divine purpose. Let's go here. Okay, so what's the divine purpose of divine masculine and divine feminine? Page of Cups, Seven of Cups. So this is sharing your story in many different ways and forms. So if you have a platform, this is sharing it on whatever platform it is. This could also be sharing your story with like the people around you, to try and like help inspire them. Yeah, Six of Wands, Ten of Pentacles. Okay. There's also a lot of recognition and money involved here with your purpose. Okay. So your purpose, you could be one of those couples that is meant to help other couples. Basically, if you're a light worker or anything like that, because I do want to explain what that is as well. Light workers are people who help other people find the light, right? And essentially, if you're like divine feminine, you're kind of doing that with divine masculine, and divine masculine is kind of doing that with you too, in a like kind of roundabout way. But you guys are both trying to help each other see the light, or maybe see like the error of some of your ways, or some of the things that may have kept you stuck, or some of the things that may yeah, Queen of Pentacles. Some of the things that may have kept you stuck. Oh, that's shot right out after that. Also, it's like, I'm trying to figure out the best. It's like awakening people. Queen of Wands. Okay, awakening people. We have the Hermit, the Ten of Wands again. This is again, I feel like that hiding, that burden of just hiding. Or, it's like you may be trying to get wisdom, but that's not being conveyed. It's more, you know how like people duck out. Oh, excuse me. So, let's say something gets too difficult for somebody and they leave, right? And people may formulate opinions, right? But you may not really know why this. The only way you're gonna know why that particular person left is if you ask that particular person, you know. And I'm getting it's like that type of thing where it's 4 of Wands, 2 of Wands, 5 of Cups, and the Sun. I'm just getting an energy where it's like there's too many assumptions or too much gossip going around or too many things being said place. It's like with the Sun here, I feel like people are really you could be like down or out or confused because no one's talking to the source. If you see her holding this globe here, right, it's like no one's taking action towards the source, or no one's really look at this 5 of Cups, okay? So it's this beautiful buffet behind her on this beach, which I mentioned, by the way, which tells me I really need to go find a beach somewhere and go find a seafood buffet. But that's besides the point. But you see how she's over here focused on the cups and not on the banquet back here, basically. It's like you're so busy focusing on it being over or being wrong or being done or being like broken that you don't realize that you really did. Like it's like you're not questioning it, or you're not I'm not necessarily not questioning it, but it's like you're not questioning. It's like you're not questioning something here. Give me what this energy is, please. Please and thank you. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, you may not be questioning work here. Or you may not be questioning the work that you've already done either. Or let me do something else here. What is this? Give me something else. Thank you. 8 of Cups. Yeah. It's like it's like instantly something happens and you want to give up instead of trying to work on it. And this could be for either side, depending on the issue. But it's definitely a feeling of like, okay, so, oh, we've reached an obstacle, it's over. We're done. Capiche. Sayonara, bye-bye. It's like that type of thing. With these 2 8s, it's definitely like a restart. And the Chariot here, and the 2 of Swords. And you may not see it coming, but there's something being worked out. This is also divine intervention being worked out. You may not see that coming. Yeah, we got the Magician, so something's definitely magical is going on here. Something's being manifested. If you are trying to do manifestation, don't try to manifest the person right now. Try to manifest some other things. We have money coming in, okay? So keep working on, if you're doing that, keep working on that. Yeah, it's a feeling of like don't manifest the person right now, because that's not going to, like, if you're in a separation period at this particular moment, trying to have the separation be over is not going to make it be over. It ends when you're not worried about it ending. I don't know how else to say that, but like the separation can end, or the bliss can come in when you're not worried about it. Yeah, we got King of Pentacles and the Death. and we got the Hierophant at the bottom. So this person's going through changes, basically. I heard the little sound from, you all know the theme song from Big Mouth on Netflix. I'm going through changes. It's like that. It's like, and I feel like there's a pressure. This, you may not even realize that you're putting pressure, but you may be putting pressure for whoever, which side it is. But somebody who is this King of Pentacles, whether that's Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, or whoever, is going through some form of transformation right now. Let's see what's on the self-care. Now, these are the most, out of this whole entire reading, okay? I know this is a little bit longer than my usual ones, about 40 minutes, but actually it's pretty regular for the Twin Flame ones, honestly. These are the most important cards out of here, because these are the things that if you focus on these self-care things and not getting the other person back, you'll probably end up getting the other person back if you're focused more on doing this stuff. So we have build strength, number 6. So this could mean working out. This could also mean building inner strength, building more spiritual strength, psychic strength, getting connected more with your guides, getting connected more with your angels. Abundance planning. We talking about money coming in for a minute here. So do your abundance planning. You know, make a map out of how you want to spend your money, what bills you want to pay off, how much your expenses are. Do those types of things. There's lots of financial help videos online. I recommend doing a lot of minimalism things, okay? Just minimalizing your bills as much as possible so that you can maximize your money or your profits or whatever it is that you do. Because oftentimes what happens is that, especially if you are trying to start your own business or trying to start doing something that is not necessarily like a guaranteed paycheck, like a 9-to-5, is that I think people make living more expensive than what they really need, what it really needs to be. And it's about like cutting out things that you don't need or things that you don't really should pay for, or looking at what you already have, right? Because I was that person. I'll just share the story for if it hopefully helps some people, where it's like, let's say I needed to go get some lotion for whatever reason, right? I would have lotion in the house, but I didn't have like the kind of lotion I wanted to use, so I'll go get a different. Like, it's like, instead of just doing it, just use what's already like available to you, or take a deeper second before you automatically jump up and like dismiss something, and try to think of it from a different way, especially for that. Like if it's like one of those things, like, you know, maybe you're a person who uses plastic bags for something, I don't know, and it's like maybe try and find like a different method of doing that, or whatever else, you know, or I don't know how to explain that, but you know what I'm trying to say. Like, minimalizing your expenses here can also be a big help. But this cat is a Chinese symbol for fortune as well. I think it's Asian. I know that. I don't know if it's Chinese particularly. I guess I shouldn't say Chinese, but it's an Asian form of fortune. We got spend time with animals, number 48. So if you have pets, if you've been in wildlife, I know. Okay, so if you're looking at like this stag here, on my nature walks, there's been deer that's been coming up closer and closer, and I feel like it's just because I've been out in nature more. Like, they're not it's like when you get more connected, they're less afraid, right? Because it's like, oh, you're just a part of nature now with us. You're not secluded. It could be that type of thing too, where you may need to spend some more time with animals, get back into just understanding like yourself as a creature of the earth and not a creature of whatever city you're in or whatever situation you're in. Like, you're a creature of the earth. You're not, or it's like you're a creature on the earth. You're not whatever mental mess or whatever. It's like it helps you to kind of like let all that kind of stuff go and dream journaling. Okay, so you maybe having some very I'm getting spicy festive dreams, so you may be having some of those, but may need to start writing those things down. Also, writing down what you want, or writing down what you want your dreams to be as well, especially for this divine purpose. Like, what it is that you want to do, or how is it that you want to help people? Like, find out which way works for you. Like, if you do want to, click the link in the description below for my site, the Shadow site. I do have a shop there where you can get. I have a Living Shadow Manifestation book, so it's a little notebook that you can write down your manifestations in. I don't have one upstairs. They're all downstairs. I'll have to go get them eventually. But you'll write out what it is that you want. You know, it's like where you can write out your detailed plans. Okay, it's a little magical in to make it happen. So get you one of those. But yeah, it's a lot of planning here. I'm getting a lot of like, plan your future, not necessarily around this person, but start planning and taking action towards your future so that this person can come in, or so that this thing can work. Like, you focus on manifesting, I don't know, like a new beginning for yourself, right? With or without this person, but with the connection, kind of with the twin flame connection, where this is like you manifesting a new beginning for yourself, also manifest a new beginning for them, but it's like you can't focus on them when you do it. I don't know how else to say that, but it's like, have you ever heard that like a watch pot never boils? Or it's like some weird things is like, if you're like waiting and watching for something, or like if you, the one I use is like putting the popcorn in the microwave. Like, if you're sitting there watching the bag of popcorn, it feels like it's never gonna pop. But if you like walk away and come back, you probably end up burning a bag. It's like that type of thing. It's like, stop. You can't watch this. You can't like watch for this person to say or be or do something different. You have to like leave it alone and let it get there. Because at a certain point, then now, if you're trying to do whatever you're trying to do, and this is that, like, you may be also kind of interfering with spirit a little bit, because spirit's also trying to, like, spirit's going to work on the person. You just got to work on yourself and focus on your spirit guides or whatever. Like, it's like that type of thing. But again, I'm getting drawn back to this Hierophant. So there's lots of spiritual lessons here. Lots of just lessons in general, as far as for life, lots of life lessons. And I feel like there's a commitment that's there. It's more of fear, blockages, and communication issues. But deep on the communication issue. And what's this little split right here? I'm afraid to see. Oh, I said that page is at the very, very beginning. You're watching too hard. That's what I'm like. You may be watching too many readings. You may be trying to put too much energy into this person and not into yourself. And after a while, that turns into like yes, you want to get clarity for yourself, but after a while, that can turn into oh my gosh, okay, so what's he doing now? 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 What's happening now? What's happening now? It's like, okay, so wait a minute. Why are you trying to figure out what's happening to him on the play-by-play every 2 seconds of his life, or their life, or whoever it is? But, I mean, I said his. This could be, whatever. But why are you trying to do that? Or what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're busy trying to, like, did he learn the lesson? Like, you're putting pressure. And the pressure's it's not aiding. Yeah. So whoever needs to hear that, that's out there for that. But yeah. So just don't put pressure. Just relax. Do your best to relax. Do your best to, build your strength. Go out there with animals. Do your best to focus on you and your own personal healing. Not necessarily saying that like, oh, you're not healed enough yet for the person or anything like that. But it's just like, spend more time on that and less time on them, because that helps you with your own mental health, That helps you with your own mental health, your own spiritual health. Just focusing on working through this, especially if you had this husband who's a cheater type thing, you know. Focus on trying to, like, heal that so you can have that conversation with them, and then, like, you know, not let that affect you, or not let that be something where it's, oh, you're just going to be like how this person was because you were, like, it's like you gotta, you know, work through that. And they got to work through this one-night stand, Scorpio girlfriend thing, whatever, too. I'm not saying that they ain't got nothing else to do or whatever else, but it's like, you know, everybody has their own, like, respective things to do. Don't focus so much on what the other person has to do. Focus what you have to do. And the other person's going to be doing what they have to do. And then you guys can, like, have a conversation about what it is that you guys both are having to do. Like, have that conversation together and what you guys are both were wanting to do together for your divine purpose. But don't put the whole relationship on the one person, because I'm kind of getting that over here. It's like it's like everything is being put on divine masculine for a lot of people out there. Not necessarily saying that that's, you know, and I get it, because I feel like divine feminists can be a little bit impatient right now, but don't add pressure to it, because the pressure's not going to help. I'm gonna put it to you that way. The pressure's not helping the situation. It's not necessarily hurting it, but it's not helping it either. And it's not helping it from their end or from your particular end. Because now if you're just sitting there all day doing that, then you're not allowing yourself to be a being. You're just, I don't know, like, you're not allowing yourself to just be free and flow like water. Also, okay, well, I'm going to say this and then we're going to be done with the video. But my community board finally opened up on here for having all the subscribers. Thank you guys for subscribing. For the people who have been watching, thank you. For the people who've been watching with support in their minds, thank you. For the people who've been watching with hate in their minds, fuck you. But thank you all for the people who've been watching me with support on your mind and with support in your hearts. What do you want to see in the community board? I'm used to going on, like, if I, like, have, like, a random thing, I guess going on Twitter, but maybe I can put it on YouTube now on the community board. Let me know what things you want to see there. If you want to see, like, songs or channel songs or channel messages, whatever, anything like that, let me know if you want to see that there. But yeah, thank you all. Like the video if you like the video. Leave a comment in the comment section, especially if you're resonating with this reading at any point in time, so that we can have like a little, this connection is already kind of hard, so I would hope and wish and pray that the people who are resonating with this can comment in below, so that other people can know that, oh, okay, so they're not the only ones going through something, or the only ones going through a separation, or some type of pain, or some type of trauma, or some type of thing being brought back up for them. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Share with everybody you know. Share if you know someone's in a twin flame connection or a twin flame reading and they're not understanding, you know, send them some of these videos. There's a whole playlist on twin flames. I think I'm gonna expand that out, honestly. Excuse me. Yeah, there's confirmation for that. Also, I do offer a twin flame personal reading that helps you, you know, that discusses connection more in depth, especially on a personal level for you and yourself, or you and, you know, your other person, talking about them, you know, what is you need to work through, what is it maybe a blockage for you and on your side, their side, whatever else, you know. That one's probably the only reading where I'm going to say it's the only reading, but it's definitely a reading where I kind of would encourage for both twins to be in that. You know, you guys can go half-seas on the reading or whatever else. I don't really care what you do, but you don't have to have the other one there either. I'm not saying that you do, but it might be helpful for you to both kind of hear it together, especially if you guys are trying to discuss the connection, and maybe kind of helpful for you to both to hear it together, you know, and not like, and ask questions together so you both can like really understand. So that is available if you want to get that. Thanks again for watching. Have a beautiful, blessed day. Namaste.